Welcome back. I'm Nico, and this is the Infectious Madness of Dr. Dekker, and we are on Act 2. So let's hope that I have enough energy to get through all of Act 2, because I want to. I'm gonna have to cut it during about halfway. Who knows? It depends on how the questioning goes. There will be hints asked, as much as I would love to keep hints at 70, at 60, 69. But it's gonna happen because there's just gonna come questions that I'm just not able to figure out on my own. Let's get to it.
Midnight each day.
On Valentine's night,
Time as you know it freezes.
20 minutes past 10.
Keep up, Doctor.
Thinks we're gonna smother her in her sleep.
I'm a grave digger, Doctor.
I was at home,
David is my husband.
all on my lonesome.
Stabbed him with a steak knife.
Nothing changes.
I'm a qualified angel of death.
When I'm dancing,
You get this day over and over.
Hilda.
I feel like that should be on a t-shirt.
And Laurie just,
naked on the beach.
Hannah.
Is that it for today?
I'm a qualified angel of death when I'm dancing. I am keeping that one. Yep, I'm keeping that one. I'm keeping that one real good. For me, none of you can have that one. That one's mine. Okay, so as soon as I get the screw back in my glasses that I didn't notice was about to pop out, the joys of eyewear. LASIK surgery is not something that's in my future. I actually like having glasses. I don't like having to fix glasses because I can't see them. Just re-screw the screws. Take that what you will. Anyway, alright, that's good enough for now. Let's pick a person. Lacey and Jasmine are new. Bryce, Claire, Ellen, Mariana, and Nathan are not. So I think we're gonna start with the usual suspects. We'll start with Claire because I'm not sure I want to. No, let's just go ahead and get Bryce out the way. I could start with Nathan, but I feel like I should start with Bryce. Hello, Bryce.
There's something I want to tell you about. Something else that's wrong with me. I think I've been getting a bit out of control in my hour.
Out of control?
When I first got the hour, I was shocked, obviously. It took me a while to work out that everyone was frozen and only I could move. Because I live on my own. What would you do, Doctor, if you had an hour where everyone was frozen? Go to a fairground?
All the porn. No, I can't say that, can I? Alright, well, I just got a note. Maybe I suggest things that he might have done to gain his trust. I wonder if he stole anything or spied on anyone. Oh, there are a few people I would have spied.
Well, that makes me feel a little better. There's a young mother, divorced, who lives opposite me. Jessica. She's friendly and says hello to me, smiles. I've always wondered what she looks like naked.
Oh, this
For
is
1 hour, I broke into her house.
Oh my.
She was standing in her bedroom. I took it as a sign. I took off her clothes.
Oh my. Oh my, what did you do? Okay, so let's follow the spied on thing before I get into the stolen things, because I get the feeling both of these things are gonna come up. Personally, yeah, I probably would spy on somebody. I wouldn't go so far as to breaking in their house. I don't know if I'd spy on anybody. I'd probably mess with a few people, play a few pranks. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what I'd do if I had another hour. Dance around naked? Read a book? I don't know. Something that would calm me down. Like, it's the hour of me time. It doesn't involve anybody else.
Well,
Okay, so. Okay, you untrust her.
No. Sorry.
You told me you did. Okay, let's find the words in this.
Well, that makes me feel a little better. There's a young mother, divorced, who lives opposite me. Jessica. She's friendly and says hello to me, smiles. I've always wondered what she looks like naked. So 1 hour, I broke into her house. She was standing in her bedroom. I took it as a sign. I took off her clothes and...
Took off her clothes. What?
Sometimes I see a girl standing behind you.
Wait, what?
I don't know who it is. I don't know what you're asking me either.
Hold the hell up. You see a girl behind me.
Possibly a relative of yours.
The fuck is wrong with his patience?
Possibly a patient that died here. I'm not sure. She doesn't normally say anything.
Okay. Right. Thank you for that distraction that already makes me use a hint because I have no idea where the fuck that came from. No, I wouldn't because I'm scared of heights, but maybe this guy would.
Ha! That was just an example, Doctor. I'm sure you can come up with more exciting things to do than that.
Damn you. Happened to your neighbor.
Nope. I've got nothing.
Have you taken anything during your hour besides that lady's clothes?
Not something I know about.
Ah, you're toying with me. Okay, so yeah, that whole girl behind me thing was just a red
That makes
herring,
me feel
hopefully.
a little better. There's a young mother, divorced, who lives opposite me. Jessica. She's friendly and says hello to me, smiles. I've always wondered what she looks like naked.
Alright, so let's see if this will work. What did you do to Jessica?
I took photos of Jessica when she was naked.
That's a bad
Then
boy.
I stripped her. When she was naked and frozen.
You're a bad boy.
I didn't want to have to do it again, to strip her again. So I took pictures to remind myself what she looked like.
Bad boy.
That's wrong, isn't it, Doctor?
Yes, that is very wrong.
I know. It's that bloody Dr. Dekker. He made me this way. It's all his fault.
What did Doc Dekker do?
I dug the grave for Dr. Dekker.
Well, that's
I
not
helped
exactly what
carry
he...
his coffin to the burial site.
Okay.
Do you know what?
No.
It didn't weigh enough to have a body in it.
Oh.
Why do you think that is?
What did he tell you to do?
I have no idea what you want me to say.
I'm still confused as to what he means by that. You don't think he was in the coffin?
No, the coffin wasn't empty. There was something in it. A decoy, I'd imagine.
I do think it was a decoy.
I'm guessing he was buried somewhere else, or cremated. Somebody somewhere didn't want his body going in the ground. Do you want to be cremated or buried, Doctor?
Buried. I am fond of the idea of becoming a zombie.
If you're buried, people can bring you back. You don't want to see people when they've come back.
But if I'm the one that came back, it doesn't matter. I didn't actually think the zombie thing would get a reaction. My. Okay, so what did with the pictures?
I don't know.
You do know what you did with the pictures, but anyway. Why is it? I thought that's what I was asking, but apparently it wanted me to ask particularly this way.
Like I said, I originally presented with depression, and everything was going well for a while. Then Dr. Dekker changed.
Oh, okay. How did Dekker change?
He was easily distracted during sessions, like he wasn't listening.
Like there was a girl standing
Pretty
behind
sure
him?
he wasn't listening half the time. I don't think he wanted to know about his patients anymore. But when he did give you advice,
What advice did he give?
he told me to use my imagination, to make something up, to think something crazy, and it would become real. He told me to think of a way to get more time. So I did. But he pushed me. He made me think it.
Did you not have the extra hour? Or Dekker? Ah, shit. Like, that's the key question. That's the question that needs to be answered. Did he have this before or after Dekker? Okay. Okay, we'll take a few steps back. Where were you on Valentine's Day night?
I spent most of Valentine's Day at the art gallery. Well, the evening part, anyway. They had a display with the theme Love Conquers All.
Bullshit.
I didn't get most of the paintings, but they were well done.
Okay, so he's in the orange. And we're gonna keep continuing, because, yep, we're gonna figure out what this fucker knows. Okay, so, I don't... I'm just gonna ask this to see if it... So you enjoy art.
I don't really know about that.
I had to try and ask that, just to see if it brought up anything. Okay, so, out of control. Don't think he was in the coffin. You think people can be brought back from the dead?
Sorry, Doctor, I dozed off there.
You're just being an asshole now. Maybe Dekker's ashes were in the coffin.
I'm a bit of a professional at this grave-filling business, Doctor. I know a decoy coffin when I handle one.
How many have you handled? I feel like I should ask that. How many decoy coffins have you handled? Just out of curiosity, but anyway. Alright, so you didn't think he was in the coffin. I think I fixed that one. Out of control.
When I first got the hour, I was shocked, obviously. It took me a while to work out that everyone was frozen and only I could move. Because I live on my own. What would you do, Doctor, if you had an hour where everyone was frozen? Go to a fairground?
I might steal something if everyone was.
Yes, I would steal too. And I have stolen. I ran out of milk, so I thought I'd go to the local all-night shop and get some more. I was absolutely intending to pay, but when I got there, everyone was frozen. I thought about leaving money on the counter, but that seemed weird. The cashier would wake and suddenly this money would have appeared from nowhere. But I've stolen bigger things.
Kind of bigger things.
From stealing milk, I moved on to petrol. From petrol, well,
The cars.
all those supermarkets have all kinds of electricals, so I've stolen quite a lot of that. I'm not proud. I think I've been doing it because I can. To prove to myself either way, my extra hour is actually real.
You know, leaving the money would have proved the same thing. Just saying. Leaving the money would have proved the same thing. So, what else have you done in the extra hour? I know it's out of control. Not really sure what else you would have done. Maybe I would help with the extra hour.
I did think, what good could I do other than catch up with work? I did see a woman who was having her purse snatched, so I gave her purse back, and the crook, I placed him on a bus a few blocks away. I have no idea where it was going. She'd never really be able to thank me, so I took another picture.
How many pictures have you taken?
I don't have anything to say to
Look,
that.
I feel like these pictures are important. I just don't know if it's gonna let me make them important right now. You want the thanks?
Sorry, Doctor, I dozed off there.
Okay, I'm again missing the question it wants me to ask. So 20 something seconds. Okay, what else can I?
He told me to use my imagination, to make something up, to think something crazy, and it would become real. He told me to think of a way to get more time.
Okay, so did you think up the extra? I don't really know what it wants me to ask there, because he calls it the midnight hour, I think. Did you imagine the extra hour to make it real? Still the same question, so let's get a hint. Oh, that reminds me. Did you find any more relics?
That wretched dig goes on 24/7. 25/7, if you ask me.
Aren't you
Your
smug about
patient,
it?
Nathan, caused quite a stir. He interrupted one of the
What?
female students all night, apparently. Made her miscategorize some findings, going on about his dead girlfriend. It's amazing what you hear at the coffee machine. Well, I suppose that's a bonus. We're allowed to use their coffee machine while they're there.
You know, I am more worried that these patients know about each other than anything at this point. Okay, so Nathan is connected. Right. Okay, so that's in my notes. That's something I need to remember. Something I need to remember. Okay, so let's see. Let's see. Oh, my earrings are kind of bugging me. I'm gonna have to take them out. 2 gauge is not very comfortable to have overhead earphones on for long periods of time. At least not the long ones. I need to get some shorter ones. They won't hurt as bad then. Now, I know this wants me to ask something about
If you're
the
buried,
zombie
people
thing.
can bring you back. You don't want to see people when they've come back.
Okay, so have you seen people when they come back from the dead?
When you work in a graveyard, you see a lot of strange things.
Well then,
I'm not sure if they're real, or whether I think they're real, or which is worse.
That's quite the interesting thing. Quite the interesting thing. What kind of things have you seen?
I don't really know about that.
Man, it's just those little details. Little details that are keeping me from getting that. Okay, so maybe I would help people with their
I
powers.
did think, what good could I do, other than catch up with work? I did see a woman who was having her purse snatched, so I gave her purse back. And the crook, I placed him on a bus a few blocks away. I have no idea where it was going. She'd never really be able to thank me, so I took another picture.
You take a lot of pictures. You really do. And I feel like I should be able to ask about that, but it's not letting me. Why do you think Dekker didn't want to know about the patient? I mean, I think you're all freaks, but that's just me.
Therapists are supposed to help you.
They are.
For whatever reason, Dr. Dekker had given up the desire to cure my mind, and instead wanted to make me more unstable.
Curious. Curious. Curiouser and curiouser. Dekker was doing something, for sure.
He told me to use my imagination, to make something up, to think something crazy, and it would become real. He told me to think of a way to get more time. So I did. Nope.
Okay, it's being very specific about what it wants me to type in here. And that's problematic with hints having a time limit on them. Because he gave him advice, he told him to think of something crazy. You thought of the extra hour for more. Come on. So then, why didn't you stop seeing Dekker? I would have.
Because you have to hope, don't you, Doctor? It's only the power of hindsight that made me realize how toxic it all was. And after a point, you go too far to be able to come back anyway. When you work in a graveyard, you see a lot of strange things. I'm not sure if they're real, or whether I think they're real, or which is worse.
Okay. What strange things have you seen?
You're laughing at me, aren't you?
No.
I said I wasn't sure if they were real.
Register. I am not laughing at you. I actually want to know what you think you've seen. I have spent my fair amount of time inside of a graveyard or two in my younger days. And I have seen things I am not inclined to know whether they were real or not. So I can only imagine the kinds of things you'd see if you actually work there. Because your brain does tend to play tricks on you. And I am also somebody that's prone to believing that something weird can happen to you.
I took photos of Jessica when she was naked. When I'd stripped her. When she was naked and frozen. I didn't want to have to do it again, to strip her again. So I took pictures to remind myself what she looked like. That's wrong, isn't it, Doctor?
Yeah, and then I told him, yes, that was very wrong. You still have the picture of Jessica.
I can't delete them. I don't know why.
Huh.
I haven't shown them to anyone else. Do you want to see them, Doctor?
Is that a question that you want me to answer? Because no, I don't actually see them. This is a tough question, actually, to answer, because if I say no, I want him to think that I believe him. And I actually do believe him, because there's some really funky shit happening in this story. However, if I say yes, it makes me fucking creepy. Actual. Yes. I would like to see them.
If you want to see those photos, you're as sick as I am.
Maybe that wasn't a good idea, but, you know. Okay, so let's get another hint. Maybe I would destroy the thing. It's the...
Yes, I suppose I've destroyed a few things whilst in the hour. You can be the perfect supervillain. Nobody knows it was you.
That hopefully did take care of the extra hour shit. That's the one thing I actually didn't think of. Nope, that's the out of control. Alright, so...
I did think, what good could I do, other than catch up with work? I did see a woman who was having her purse snatched, so I gave her purse back, and the crook, I placed him on a bus a few blocks away. I have no idea where it was going. She'd never really be able to thank me, so I took another picture.
What did you do with the woman, Dave?
I have no idea what you want me to say.
I have no idea what you want me to type, sir. Seconds. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3.
I live on my own. Occasionally I visit my father. He's in sheltered housing. Dementia.
Okay, so dementia is something of note. Dementia is definitely something of note.
He told me to use my imagination, to make something up, to think something crazy, and it would become real. He told me to think of a way to get more time. So I did. But he pushed me. He made me think it.
How did Dekker make you think? And that question is a question I'd really like to answer, and that is the one at the hints like, no, I'm not gonna tell you what it is. So we wait. Drink water and we wait. 1 Mississippi. Ever hidden anything in the extra hour? Maybe I would move or hide the extra. For fuck's sakes, game. That is exactly what you told me to ask him. Maybe I would hide something in the hour. Fuck's sakes, game. That is the fucking hint you gave me. Jesus fucking Christ. I would move something the extra. Maybe I would move.
I don't know.
Of course you don't know, because it just gave me a hint that did not work. Sakes.
I don't have anything to say to that. Not something I know about.
Yes, I'm talking shit to the computer. Anyway, hint. Wonder if he moves. You move. Or hidden things.
Moving things around and hiding things was amusing at first, when everyone was frozen. Some people would faint when things appeared from midair. Others would cry. Others just thought that it was there all the time and that their mind was playing tricks on them. It got boring fast, though.
I can imagine it would get boring. Oh my god, that is still a question. What the fuck else do you want me to ask him about this fucking time? Have you ever killed somebody in the extra time? You ever hurt hour part timer? See, now that's just dicking with me. That's really dicking with me. Because I bet that's gonna be something that's gonna want me to ask, but it's gotta be specific. It can't be specifically like I wrote it. It's gotta be specific like they want it written. So right now, I give this game a solid 7, and it's mostly because of the hint system. It's kind of eh. Well, it's not the hint system; it's the keyword system. It's both a blessing and a curse. It's cool because it helps the developer make a coherent story, but for the player, it sucks because yeah, it'll give you can't, the keywords aren't particularly obvious. Again, this is a complaint I've had since I started playing. But it's not enough to make. See, I knew it was gonna make me say something that, so you hurt. Alright, maybe murder.
I don't think you would, Doctor. I don't think I would either.
That's a good answer, my son. That is a very good answer. You're my witness, Internet. I did think of that question. It just didn't want me to ask it in that particular way. So now I have two things. So what advice did he give in the... I'm truly not gonna get the other one right.
I did think, what good could I do, other than catch up with work? I did see a woman who was having her purse snatched, so I gave her purse back, and the crook, I placed him on a bus a few blocks away.
What the woman gave the purse to?
No, sorry.
Of course not. 11 seconds. I always do so good in the middle, and then like towards the end, it's just like I don't know how to this question for you. It did tell me that I needed to do this though to get to green. I was gonna have to ask for hints. If there was no, well, I mean there are ways around it because if you're good at this game, you're gonna be fine. If you're like me and you flounder on hint keywords that you're trying to listen to. That's what I've been trying to ask. So, did thinking you had an hour make?
Thinking I had an extra hour at the end of each day did become real for me, Doctor. Maybe Dekker was a genie, and he could grant wishes.
Or maybe you're all fucking
Maybe he
bad
wished
shit.
himself dead. I don't know.
Makes you think he wished himself dead. Bryce concerns me. Bryce sincerely concerned. Okay, so whatever it is that this wants me to ask, I probably thought about too.
What good could I do, other than catch up with work? I did see a woman who was having her purse snatched, so I gave her purse back, and the crook, I placed him on a bus a few blocks away. I have no idea where it was going. She'd never really be able to thank me, so I took another picture.
What kind of picture did you take?
I don't have anything to say to that.
What kind of picture take of the woman saved?
Sorry, Doctor, I don't...
Fuck you. I swear to God. This is what this says if you can't read it. What picture did he take of the woman whose purse did he snatch? That was snatched. That's what I've been trying to ask. I know the questions to ask. I just apparently can't type it in a meaningful enough way for the game to recognize. That is annoying. That's something that I'm gonna, like, I can't. It's not gonna stop me from recommending the game right now, because, like, it's worse than it was in the first act, but right now this is starting to grate on me. Picture did take the woman who's fucking British. No offense to those of you that are British. I love the accent. God damn your spelling. You and your unused use.
I took a picture after undressing her.
Again?
I put her clothes back on before time resumed. To
Really?
be honest, there wasn't much to take off and put on.
Really, man?
Do you know what kind of girls walk around at midnight?
Yes, I do, and you still don't do that to them. That's not cool, Bryce. Bryce is a fucking, like, rapist. He's borderline rapist. Like, I feel like that's where he's leaning towards. Is that he hasn't done it yet, or he has done it, and he's trying to lead into telling me he's done it. Cause yeah, that's shady as fuck. It's like, the dude looks skeezy, and, ugh. Okay, Claire. Actually, we're gonna watch the clues first. Let's see what this is. How'll there be footage? Don't know what that is yet, so let's see.
Nothing, of course. The faculty thinks I've gone loopy, like some kind of spongy Mobius strip. That's why I'm here, isn't it, Dr. Dekker? Him, God, the great old one, the elder god, Cthulhu, however you address him. Listen to me! You're not listening! It's your only bloody job! Well, let's call him God. He creates this world for his amusement, something he can play with and occasionally alter to suit his mood. God loves chaos, but something goes wrong. Man and woman evolve. What was once chaotic becomes, well, more ordered. Without chaos, he has less power. When there's too much order, he becomes impotent. So he needs to instill chaos again. And do you know how he does this? No. And yes, but you're being too granular. He needs chaos so he can return, and the only thing stopping him is you. Not just you. You and people like you. Psychiatrists, doctors, nurses. Anyone who is caring for people who are losing their sanity. You have no comprehension how important your job is, do you? He doesn't need your version of insanity to spread. He needs chaos. it's not the same. It's just a means to an end. They're not all cultists, unfortunately. Once you see the truth, it's hard not to spread chaos yourself, to cause further insanity and harm your own. I doubt it. But can I make you question your reality? Definitely. But in doing so, I would be promoting more chaos. On the basis the central component of our universe is chaos, science can only document a perception of the chaos at any one given moment in time, as by definition, chaos is unpredictable from one moment to the next, which means that at any given moment, we can choose to alter our perception of the world, no matter how much chaos that would cause. In 10 seconds' time, there will be no gravity in this room, and we will float. 3, 2, 1. You think nothing happened. Where's your glass, Doctor?
Well, that was something. Now, I've seen that video before because of other people, the playthrough I was watching. So I didn't know the video, and he was wrong about a few things. Tulu's not awake, but yeah. Let's just get right to it, huh? Let's just jump straight into the great old ones and their inability to care for people. Yeah. Alright, Claire. Hello, Claire.
It's the anniversary of my parents' death today. I
So
went to
that's
the Lakers.
why you're drank.
I always go to the Lakers anyway, but it's also where they died.
What? Wait, what? Died at.
I stood for a while, looking across the water. It's peaceful there. It's the place that makes me feel the most. There was a girl there, by the lake, only about 9 or 10. She was fishing, if you can call it that, with one of those nets on a stick.
You know this girl?
I don't know why I talked to her. She looked sad.
I
I don't usually talk to children.
didn't know you
But
talked
she
to her.
seemed different, special. I'm allowed to talk to her, aren't I, Doctor?
Suppose you are allowed. Her? Just don't. Oh, her.
Good. It felt nice. I felt like I was being nice. I felt human. So I can find her and talk to her again, Doctor.
Yes, you talked.
Then I will. I'll look for her next time I'm there.
I feel like I did something bad. I feel like I did something really bad. So how? It's die.
They died of carbon monoxide poisoning.
You fucking murderer.
I was staying at a friend's house.
Ooh, you're a
Otherwise I
murderer.
would have died too.
She's a multiple murderer. I didn't hear the last part because I'm just in awe that she's just so blatantly, obviously a murderer.
They died of carbon monoxide poisoning. I was staying at a friend's house. Otherwise, I would have died too.
Carbon. Sigh.
I'm not sure. It was a faulty boiler, I think.
Huh. Okay.
It's the anniversary of my parents' death today. I went to the lake house. I always go to the lake house anyway, but it's also where they died.
How is your husband?
I don't know.
You don't know how your husband is? Was your husband at the lake too? Uh-huh. Okay, Claire. Where were you? Helen. Times.
The day Dr. Dekker was killed, I had a session with him in the morning at my usual time, 11 o'clock. That was the last time I saw him.
Was Dekker usual?
Sorry. I don't know.
There's something I should be asking. There was something about Dekker and his patients, and I've forgotten what it was. Huh. I don't know. So yeah, let's go back and figure out where we need to go from here. Where do we go from here?
I don't know why I talked to her. She looked sad. I don't usually talk to children, but she seemed different, special. I'm allowed to talk to her, aren't I, Doctor?
Anyway, why was the girl sad?
David had been hunting again, and, well, she's seen some of the skins he hung around the lake house.
David.
Could you narrow it down a bit? You're asking me too much in one go.
Got David sick.
David wasn't there. Or at least I didn't see him. I didn't go inside. I forgot my key, and the spare was missing. Are you bored? Do you want me to talk about something else?
No, I'm pretty sure I asked you a specific question, you bitch, but still. What did you and Dekker talk about your last session?
Dr. Dekker made me an offer that I couldn't refuse. I'll be taking it to the grave with me, though. As did he.
Well, he did that, that's for sure.
David wasn't there. Or at least I didn't see him. I didn't go inside. I forgot my key, and the spare was missing. David had been hunting again, and, well, she's seen some of the skins he hung around the lake house.
Has this girl come by before? What that achievement is, anyway. 19 seconds, okay. Once again, I've run into the problem of I'm probably asking the right questions and just not in the right manner, in which this game wants me to.
It's the anniversary of my parents' death today. I went to the lake house. I always go to the lake house anyway, but it's also where they died.
Okay, so why do you go to the lake house? Even though I know why. To see David, I know that. What skins? Kind skins. Skins as these girl seen.
Animal skins. David hunts, then skins. It's horrible, really. He's not really good at either job, so the skins still have great lumps of bloody carcass hanging off them. I'm sure he'll get better with practice.
That's just disgusting, Claire. And we're not done, Claire. We're not done. We're done when I say we're done, lady. Don't give me that look. Don't give me that look. I know you killed your husband and you killed your parents too. Probably killed this little girl. This little girl ain't real. Bet it's the little girl standing behind me that Bryce said he saw. Freaks. Right. I got quite a few one stars to go through. I feel like I'm making progress though, because there's been some clear overlap in our game. Things I weren't not expecting to overlap, like I was not expecting Nathan to show up in Bryce's story. Then again, I wasn't expecting Bryce to be borderline rapist. I'm pretty sure he is a rapist at this point. Alright, let's just get this out in the open. If a woman is frozen in time, it still counts as no. Okay? If she would probably tell you no, you can't undress her in real life, then she probably still thinks the same thing as she's frozen in time. You're still committing a crime. God knows. Jesus sees that. Alright, let's get a hint here while I'm on my rant. Okay, why would it be dangerous other than the fact you're fucking crazy to talk to the girl? Other than you murdered your family.
Because I might have infected her. Because if I am really delusional, I don't know.
Okay, that's a fair enough reason. You think you are
You say it's not contagious, but how can you be sure?
I said nothing about
I
contagious.
don't want to infect that little girl.
I don't want you infecting
Perhaps
me.
it's best if I stay away from her.
Did you stay away from me?
Dr. Dekker made me an offer that I couldn't refuse. I'll be taking it to the grave with me, though. As did he.
Oh, come now. As your doctor, sure, you can share this off with me.
Dr. Dekker was more animated that day. Excited, even. He talked a lot.
Okay, so Dekker talked a lot before he died. To know. Well, if you won't tell me the offer, what did he talk about? What about this? What about this girl? A girl named Special.
I don't know. I suppose she just reminded me of me.
Pretty sure she is you.
I spent a lot of time alone as a child.
Pretty sure she is
Said she
you.
was trying to catch some strange creatures that she's seen in the water.
Strange creature. You tell that child, leave them Kappa alone and stay away from cucumbers.
I don't know. Minnows, probably. Everything's strange when you're a child.
It's on record, and I regret nothing. It's on record, and I regret nothing. That right there is my legacy to this game. What strange creatures? You tell that child to leave them Kappa alone and to stay away from cucumbers. I'm easily amused, but I regret nothing. Alright, so anyway, that probably cleared up the child, I hope. Died at the lake house. I thought David was sick.
David wasn't there.
Okay, so where would David go? You know. with him being dead and all. Do you know? I don't think she know where David went. As someone with a fear of spiders, it's never a good feeling when something feels like it's crawling across your toes and it turns out it was just your
David wasn't
microphone
there.
cable.
Or at least I didn't see him. I didn't go inside. I forgot my key, and the spare was missing.
If David, you forgot your
I'm sure I had a spare key for the lake house, but I can't find it anywhere. I don't really need one if David is around.
But David wasn't there, so obviously you need a key. But David's dead, so it doesn't matter either way. Now does it? You should have a key. And if David wasn't there, where the fuck did David go? Some wild woodland thing, probably a bear, come up and collect David for its dinner. That's what my money's on. You know, I'm pretty sure the guy's getting pretty ripe at this point. He's been coming here for about, I don't remember how many months he's been coming here, but it's been a while. It's been long enough for him to be pretty damn ripe. Okay, so.
Dr. Dekker was more animated that day. Excited, even. He talked a lot.
Dekker talked a lot about what?
There's very little I'm not willing to talk about, Doctor. But I'm afraid I don't know anything about that.
Oh, come now. You're very much not willing to tell me openly that you killed your husband. Even though you told me openly that you killed your husband and immediately went to say that he wasn't feeling well. Because, yeah, I remember that you killed your husband. Crazy lady. It's a little funny you did up at a friend's house. Some might call it suspicious. Even.
Do you think I killed my parents?
Want an honest answer? Of course I don't think you killed your parents. Just David.
It's okay if you think I killed them. You wouldn't be the first to draw that conclusion.
I mean, you told me you
People
killed
can be
David.
so cynical. I'm used to it.
You told me you killed David now, come on. You flat out admitted to me that you killed David and then acted like you didn't say anything. What do you think I'm going to think about this? Okay, so.
Dr. Dekker was more animated that day. Excited, even. He talked a lot.
Okay. What was Dekker excited about?
Instead of his usual sarcasm and rebuttals, he seemed genuinely excited. Presumably, he had a date.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh my. He had a date. Also, the world must be coming to an end because for some strange reason, I want a root beer. And I don't like root beer. I have never liked root beer. I'm gonna drink a root beer. What is the world coming to? Well, maybe the feeling will pass before I get done with this because I'm gonna immediately regret the root beer once it hits my lips. Okay, so how did you
He
drink?
died of carbon monoxide poisoning. I was staying at a friend's house. Otherwise, I would have died too.
Who found your parents then?
Perhaps we should change the subject. You seem to be struggling.
Yeah, I'm struggling, but it's your fault. When did your die?
It was 12 years ago. I was still very young. Too young to be an orphan, anyway.
Jesus Christ, how
I
old are
grew up
you?
Quickly.
So you had to be a teenager, but you look older than me. Maybe I just age well.
It was 12 years ago. I was still very young. Too young to be an orphan, anyway. I had to toughen up quickly.
Wait, too young to be. What the hell does that even mean?
I don't know anything about that. Perhaps you should be taking more notes.
You said it! She said that! Like, I'm not hallucinating, right? She said she was too young to be considered an
It
orphan.
was 12 years ago. I was still very young. Too young to be an orphan, anyway. I had to toughen up quickly. I was a young woman in possession of an enormous fortune. Lots of people, lots of men, saw that as an opportunity.
Is that how you met men like David? Did your husband see you as an op? Okay. Did he marry you for your money?
Some tried to seduce me. Some thought I wanted a new daddy. Most of them were the same age as my parents. And yet I'm the one here talking to you.
Yeah, you know.
I was a young woman in possession of an enormous fortune. Lots of people, lots of men, saw that as an opportunity.
Did David see as an opportunity? Is that why David killed you? You met your husband or norms.
I'm happy to discuss all of these things, just one at a time.
Okay, I feel like that was a valid question, but it's too complicated. That's what I want to know. How? How, brain? How? H-O-W. That is the word how, brain. Let's get on the same page. We were doing fine. We were doing fine, brain. Okay. You meet David. I bet he regrets
Met
it.
isn't the right word. David has always been there, in the shadows, on the periphery. I move in very exclusive circles. You tend to see the same faces.
Was David... Who? Well, come on, man. So you had to toughen up and you met David. Now, these are two things that I want to ask questions about, and I very well know that I'm not going to get the answers I want because it's not going to recognize what I'm trying to say. Died at the lake
I
house.
stood for a while, looking across the water. It's peaceful there. It's the place that makes me feel the most. There was a girl there, by the lake, only about 9 or 10.
Wait, hold on a second.
I stood for a while, looking across the water. It's peaceful there. It's the place that makes me feel the most.
The place that makes you feel the most what?
Sorry, I don't know anything about that.
I thought I was onto something. Apparently I wasn't. Okay. Let's go for the hint. You of husband.
Love? Yes. I suppose I always will.
Even killed him. I would have more preferred to get a question about one of those. I would indeed have liked that. But that is not to be what I was to ask the question about, apparently. I seem to have run out of water. This is a tragedy. Tragic D. 34 seconds. Well, 34 seconds is enough time to get some water. I'll be right back. Okay, I got water. Where did this girl come?
She lives on the other side of the lake. She must be new. I haven't seen her there before.
Okay, well, how the hell do you know she's on the other side of the lake? And again, that was not a question that I was waiting for an answer for. I went down to Bryce. I don't want to go back into that cesspool.
It's the anniversary of my parents' death today. I went to the lake house. I always go to the lake house anyway, but it's also where they died.
I have no idea what it wants me to think about that or the parents. "30-something seconds. We can wait. We can wait. We've reached the point where I don't know what to ask, so we can definitely wait. Just click through some other pages while I'm waiting. Ever wondered what I do when there's something to do in a video game? I scroll through my Facebook feed. Yep, that's what I do. Okay.
I don't have an answer for you on that.
I wasn't trying to type int. 3 seconds, okay. What kind of fix circles? You know, I should have really known to ask that one. I just wanted to ask if he
I
was.
don't move in any circles anymore. Those people were my parents' friends, not mine.
Okay, so that answered nothing. Now you're just fucking with me, hence, because now it's giving me questions to get answers and shit that I wasn't asking.
I don't move in any circles anymore. Those people were my parents' friends, not mine.
So David was one of your parents' friends? Was one of your parents' friends?
I've known David forever. It seems like he's always been in my life, one way or another. He was a family friend. It's different now, of course, to when I first met him. I felt like he was protecting me then, watching over me. Nothing could hurt me when he was there.
So he took advantage of you. That's lovely. I feel like David just married you for your money. He didn't realize you were a murderous psycho bench. That's a thing. And because this is the most ladylike thing I can say that none of you wanted to know, I have some pretty serious gas right now. Yep, that's how we're gonna kill that 6 seconds. That beautiful. Who was the friend we're staying with? Was
I
it
don't
David?
remember my friend's name. She was a girl from my school. Vicky, Charlotte. It's not really important.
I don't know, I think something like that would be something that... Alright, I got one more question to fill out, and then we are green! And we move on to the next psychopath. I know not why I make this voice. I just do. I think it's one of those things that happens to you when you stream or are mildly insane like me. I use mildly, very loosely. 40 seconds. Okay, so let's see, Claire. Let's see.
It's the anniversary of my parents' death today. I went to the lake house. I always go to the lake house anyway, but it's also where they died.
I want to know why you keep going back to the lake house personally, but I don't think you're gonna tell me that just yet. Hey, here we go. Here we go. We should have something now. But I did ask. What were you doing?
Valentine's Day night, I was at the lake house watching David, like I always do.
That was the most useless fucking question you could have made me ask, game. Because I asked
The day
that!
Dr. Dekker was killed.
She gave me a more legit answer in the first one than if I had not asked that, so yeah. Of course, now I have Sir Duke stuck in my head. Because, again, while I'm killing time between hints, I'm scrolling through Facebook. Yep. That's the thing that happens on this game. It does not make for much interesting streaming, unfortunately, but it is part of the struggle. Start messing with my hair. Other than the threat of rain and possible tornadoes, the weather is kind of nice. That is our other random thing of the evening. Okay, let's see. Let's see what your hint is, madam. Well, I don't know. I didn't think about that. Close.
Yes, I loved my parents very much. They were very good parents. It was hard letting them go.
Not like you really had a choice in the matter. Apparently, there's something else to ask there.
Valentine's Day night, I was at the lake house watching David, like I always do.
You always watch it. You need to get your eyes straight, lady, because you keep telling me that you don't. Alright, so you go to the lake house and David isn't there, but you don't care. Or David's dead. No, he's at the lake house sick. Jesus, woman. I wish you'd pick a lie and stick to it rather than flittering all over the place like this. Not to mention, you clearly told me that you saw him in my office, behind me, and I need you people to stop seeing things behind me. It's not nice at all. Okay, like I don't know you guys like that. Like you had at least months to fuck up Dekker's head. Or rather, Dekker fuck up your head. Because I'm not sure which way that goes right now. But could you stop screwing with mine? I'd appreciate that.
He has trouble with his mental faculties and is getting worse. Yes.
It's because
I'll
he's
watch him
dead.
and make sure nothing bad happens.
Oh god, there's another question. There's another fucking question. She isn't green yet. There's another question. How have I not answered this yet?
I was a young woman in possession of an enormous fortune. Lots of people, lots of men, saw that as an opportunity.
Enormous fortune. Maybe that just
Yes,
is something.
money. Everybody wants it, but what use is it really? Look at me. Am I happy?
No, but you've
Am I
gotten away
loved?
with murder at least
Am
twice.
I living?
There we go. Claire's done. All right, that was a task. All right, so far I am completely convinced that Bryce is a serial rapist and Claire is a serial murderer, or at least a family murderer, possibly a Black Widow, though she has probably for sure killed her her parents. And I dropped the disc on the floor. I'm trying to make sure I don't roll over it, and I don't know where it went. That's gonna be fun. It's a PlayStation disc, and that's not something I can buy again. Oh well, it doesn't like us directly around my feet, so we should be fine on that aspect. That's right, you're getting all the unfiltered Nico today. Do I want to start with Ellen? I don't think I have Mariana in me. Or I could try somebody new. That's Lacey. Who's Jasmine? Gonna sit down, Jasmine, so I can see what you look like? Because I think I want to dabble in somebody else new. Or I could just go down to Nathan. I just kind of want to see what she looks like. Okay, so that's Jasmine. Okay, I'm curious, Jasmine. Pique my curiosity. Hello. Jazzy baby.
I'm Jasmine. I don't come in that often. What happened to Dr. Dekker?
I'm afraid Dr. Dekker was murdered.
Oh. When? How? Sorry, you probably don't know, do you?
Actually, I know more than I wish I did, but yes, I do know, Jasmine. I know things. It's murder. I don't. Spelling is not times night. Is not an option.
We had a display in the gallery based on Love Conquers All.
Ah!
To work. Mainly it was a collection of giant hearts sat on things, but I ran into another patient, Bryce. I'd never really spoken with him before, but he's quite an art critic. I couldn't get rid of him until I finished work at 11. There's actually another guy who takes over on the night shift. I'm not sure if he kept talking to Bryce though. Providence is open 24 hours.
Okay, so Providence is open 24 hours. Gotcha.
Oh. When? How? Sorry, you probably don't know, do you?
Yes, I know what happened. What happened to...
He was shy, and then less so. When I told him about my problem, he told me to set fire to it.
What is your problem?
When you see a painting, it stands still.
Sometimes, depends on how much sleep I've
When
had.
I see one, it's moving, like a mini film, like little vines. But when there's a person in the painting.
Person. Who? Who?
They watch me. Normally disapprovingly.
That's curious. Okay. Do you think it's this? Wait.
Because they don't think I know how to appreciate art. Because I'm too young.
Bullshit. You think? Young? Appreciate?
Yes, of course. Otherwise, I wouldn't be working in an art gallery. I love art.
Well, that's not quite the
I
answer
love
I think she
paintings.
meant to give me.
Like I said, they move for me.
Oh, that's creepy. I have no normal patience. Where? Okay, so she told me where she was. What did you think of?
When you see a painting, it stands still. When I see one, it's moving. Like a mini film, like little vines. But when there's a person in the painting,
All painting move for you.
when I want them to normally, when I want to really get inside what's going on. But some paintings, I can't stop.
Okay. Okay. I'm not quite asking the right questions yet, but I'm still getting the right answers. Okay. Okay, okay. Okay, okay, buddy. Let's see, let's see.
We had a display in the gallery based on Love Conquers All, so I had to work.
We're just gonna go ahead and take a little hint here. Okay, so what painting? Ant up.
I've been working on portraits at home, outside work.
Uh-huh.
But my paintings aren't so good. Nowhere near Providence standard.
You know, it takes
I
practice.
painted a man, Dorian. You know, after Dorian Gray.
There's your first fucking mistake. Know the story of Dorian Gray. What's a L of a choice of object?
I wanted to try and capture someone aging, so I divided the face into thirds and painted a boy, his father, and his grandfather in each third. It was hideous,
I imagine so.
and it started talking to me.
It started talking to you. Okay, well, let's just get right into it. What did it say? It talk.
That I'm ugly.
That's not very
That
nice.
I have no talent. Nothing will become of me. Is that true, Doctor?
No, that's not true. You're quite lovely, and I'm sure your talent is amazing. That's all. I'm sure you are a fantastic artist.
I hear it so many times from that wretched painting. It's in my head. But thank you.
Hey, man. There's been some really shit artists in this world that are famous and rich, so you can't be any worse than that. Okay, so let's snap in another hint here. I'm guessing that's what the doctor told her to do, to burn it for. Okay, so why? Bounce. Destroy. Dorian.
I already ripped up the painting.
Really?
Screamed as I cut it.
Really?
Now, whenever I close my eyes, I can see it, hear
That's-
it. I need the tablets, Doctor. I need them.
Tablets? Tablets.
The temazepam, the
Oh.
sleeping tablets.
Oh.
The ones you gave me last
Temazepam is
time.
a reoccurring thing here. Okay, we're making note of that. Temazepam. Can I make note of it? Temazepam. Keeps coming up. Alright, there we go. There we go. We got an actual note there. Okay, so she's taking temazepam. Okay, let me listen to that again to be heard everything.
The temazepam, the sleeping tablets. The ones you gave me last time.
I gave her nothing. I gave you tablets.
Beats me.
I apparently didn't spell that right.
The temazepam, the sleeping tablets.
Gave.
Who told you to ask that? I honestly don't know.
It's just, I'm confused. I know I didn't give her that. Dekker. I don't think that's the kind of thing I should be telling people.
I didn't really know him that well. I'm trying to remember what I was doing on Valentine's Day now.
That troubles me. I gave you sleeping.
I don't really have any.
Sleeping pills.
That's not something.
I don't remember that. I don't remember that.
I don't know.
I don't remember. I know I didn't give her sleeping pills. Maybe when could I have possibly given her sleeping pills? Like, how many days has this been? Have I seen this woman before? Like, she just introduced herself to me. Like, when did I give her sleeping pills? This is weird. Okay, this started out a little slow, and I was still sold on it. I'm still not completely sold on this the keyword system, but this story has just gotten fucking weird. What else do you know about Bryce? Not the question I wanted to know, but sure.
There's not much to tell. I knew he was a patient here. I'd seen him in the waiting room a couple of times. He likes art and talking and looking down here instead of up here.
He is a bit of a perv. I'm quite well aware of that. In fact, you, ma'am, do not actually understand what sort of danger it is you're in with that man. May I suggest you never walk anywhere by yourself with him?
He was shy, and then less so. When I told him about my problem, he told me to set fire to it. No, sorry.
Okay. Dekker was shy. Okay. 15 seconds. Okay. Maybe there's something I can figure out in that. Hello to anyone watching as well while I am thinking and losing the ability to form full sentences as my brain cannot seem to process two full thoughts at the same time. as I'm processing this game, as well as welcoming any new viewers to the channel. If you are stopping by for the first time and you like what you're seeing or hearing, or me being weird, do feel free to follow me. I do stream pretty frequently. I don't have time for my stream yet, but I do stream pretty frequently. I wish I could give a schedule for streaming. I don't have a solid enough schedule in my daily life to give you that, because I do a lot of things with family that has no timetable, as family does not have the ability to think of someone's time besides their own. And I am at the beck and call of my sibling, her family, my father. Anyway. Tablets before.
Dr. Dekker gave them to me. They helped. I know it's in my head. I know paintings can't talk. What's wrong with me, Doctor? Why do I do this?
I don't know, but we're going to find that out, madam. Or we're all going to go mad and Cthulhu is going to eat us in our sleep.
Dr. Dekker gave them to me. They helped. I know it's in my head. I know paintings can't talk. What's wrong with me, Doctor? Why do I do this?
I don't know why you do this. So Dr. Dekker gave you the pills.
Dr. Dekker gave them to me. They helped.
That's not really telling me. I'm almost done with this section. I think I'm gonna stop after I get done with this section. As much as I love this game and I want to find out what's happening, I don't know, I might keep going. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. I'm not quite sure what to ask though.
He was shy. And then less so. When I told him about my problem, he told me to set fire to it.
Try to set the night on fire. 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 You know what that is a reference to. Kudos. If you don't, read Stephen King's It. It's one of my favorite books. And that phrase will make sense, and I'm a demented individual. I apologize for nothing. I apologize for nothing. Maybe you just lack common artist.
I really don't know.
Okay, I fucked that up. Maybe you lack. Huh. Maybe your problem is that the dent in yourself.
Thank you, Doctor. I'll think about that. And the prescription, please?
I don't really see a problem with giving her sleeping. It's not hurting anything, and she is one of my non-violent patients. She hopefully did not paint that with human flesh and on skinned back of some person with their blood and bone like the last game I played. And she doesn't seem like she likes to walk around undressing men, although there's a thought that I wouldn't mind having the extra. I'm a horrible person. And she doesn't seem to have murdered her entire family as far as I'm aware, just one painting. Although technically I guess that painting would count as 3 people. It's like Claire. Bryce is just weird. Bryce would make me want to have sleeping pills. I will give you that game. Bryce would definitely make me feel like I need to sleep. Okay, let's see. Alright, there's just one more. There's just one more, and that's probably got like about 5 or 6 parts to it. No. So let's see if we can get something. I know set fire to what?
Yeah, he could have been more specific. I tried to set fire to Providence.
I think he meant the
At that
painting.
time, I thought the only way to fix my problem was to set fire to the entire art gallery.
No, I think
Several paintings didn't make it. Luckily, my boss didn't press charges.
I take back what I said.
The police did arrest me, though.
I take back what I said. I take back what I said. She's just as dangerous as everybody else. I take back what I said. She is just as dangerous as everybody else that I've talked to. Thank you. Like, the only person that is not possibly a murderer in this world to me right now is Jaya, and she's pretty damn shady. I just hope she's on my side, because she very well could be the person that killed Dekker.
Yeah, he could have been more specific. I tried to set fire to Providence. At that time, I thought the only way to fix my problem was to set fire to the entire art gallery. Several paintings didn't make it. Luckily, my boss didn't press charges. The police did arrest me, though.
I'd imagine so. What did?
My boss, Petra, she's just lovely like that. Providence has gone through some tough times, and I've only been there a year.
And she regrets that.
She invested her life savings, and it's still not making any money. Such a sweet lady. You'd do anything for her.
Like, burn her establishment down. I would have fired you, but that's just me. Do anything for her. That fire.
You've confused me.
Okay. Did you start the fire? We didn't start the fire. Okay, I'm stopped. I'm done. So it could claim the in.
No. Why are you saying that? I don't even know if Petra has insurance.
Oh, she has insurance on something like that. And I said that because, yep, that was the thing. Are we done? Are we legit done? I think we are done. Were you a bonus person or something? Let's see. No, we're not done yet, Jasmine. We are not done. We are not done, young lady. We have questions still, apparently, that I have not figured or asked yet because all of the marks are gone. This game has not informed me, but I have not asked you yet because I haven't asked you. That's a first. Usually it gives me a hint. Oh, there we go. Did the police tell
My
you?
boss, Petra, she's just lovely like that. Providence has gone through some tough times, and I've only been there a year. She invested her life savings, and it's still not making
Oh, that's
any
thunder.
money.
So the weather's still
Such
bad.
a sweet lady. You'd do anything for her.
Petra asked to set the fire. Jasmine.
Dr. Dekker told me to burn it. It was nothing to do with Petra.
I believe Dr. Dekker meant for you to burn the painting, Jasmine. Honest about that, Jasmine. That's what he did. So, I think... I'm sorry, I'm silence. I'm weighing my options here. I could keep playing. In fact, I think I will. I think I'm gonna start on Nathan, and then we will pick up the last three to next time I stream, which might be tomorrow. It might be Tuesday. Tuesday for sure, because I have raid Tuesday. I need to make sure I signed up. That can wait for till the stream's done. Then
I've got nothing.
And hello. And
Hello again, Doctor. I had a bit of a shaky loop incident, but let's not talk about it. Yesterday, I set fire to Hannah's clothes in the garden. I just wanted the day to move forward. I instantly regretted it. And lo and behold, here we are, a new day. Hannah's clothes are a pile of ashes.
this is a question purely for my own entertainment. Did you happen to be singing Mary J. Blige? On would have been glorious. We don't need no water. After all, let those fuckers burn. Burn. Clothes. Burn. Clothers. Clothes. Clothes. Burn.
I've kept almost all of her stuff.
It got me an
as
answer.
She left it.
It
Just her
counts.
clothes. I decided to burn those yesterday, so here I am. Hannah loved clothes. Every season, she'd donate her entire wardrobe to some charity or another, and only buy stuff she loved. I was left with winter. I don't even know what her favourite season was. Does it matter? What's your favourite season, Doctor?
I am fond of winter as I like the
If you like winter, you're supposed to be hard-working and analytical. I suppose that increases my chances of you curing my problem. I don't think winter was Hannah's favourite season. Not colourful enough.
but it's so relaxing, Nathan. It's so relaxing. I appreciate that that's on the record now. I probably spelled Mary's name wrong. Yeah. Okay. For you, Valmont. Night. Dog.
I left Henley Church about 11 o'clock on Valentine's Day. I was talking to an archaeologist who said it uncovered some fossils resembling a strange cephalopod-like creature. Strange place to find an octopus, really. What? Do you think I've got something to do with Dr. Dekker's murder? Maybe you should ask your assistant who Dekker saw that day.
Okay, Nate. No. I should change that just to them as a pen. Another patient saw with a woman balance night. Okay, well that just confirmed what he said. Okay. Excuse me. No, Nathan. Was just I don't thank you.
Pass.
No, Nathan. Don't think you had any with Dekker's murder.
It was a missed call. It was Valentine's Day, so I wasn't in the mood for conversation.
Thank you for giving me a clue I didn't ask about. Sure. A missed. It's fine. Neil. called you? God damn it, Nate. Did Dekker call you?
Dr. Dekker felt that Hannah was holding me back. The memories of Hannah. In his opinion, I was holding on to the past. So I guess he cursed me. If that's even a thing.
Wait, you think it's you think Dekker cursed you?
Yes, Dr. Dekker cursed me. I don't really want to talk about it, but let's just say I blame him for the way I am. Can you give me some advice, Doctor?
Maybe you could try to date some.
Should I know something about that? Sorry.
Do you blame yourself for it?
I don't know. I've been trying to think how I can get past today. I've come up with a couple of choices. I could set fire to Hannah's photographs. I've got them in Dropbox anyway. But setting fire to the clothes did the trick. Or setting fire to a rocking chair. She sounds like an old lady, but she loved that rocking chair, which I've not sat in since. Which one do you think's best?
I don't think burning is your answer. Maybe you should sit in the chair, but okay, fine. We'll go with the chair.
Set fire to the rocking chair. I never like the way it moves forwards and backwards.
It's a goddamn rocking chair, man. I mean, I'm sitting in a chair that rocks right now. I find it quite comfortable, actually. If it reclined a little bit more, I'd probably sleep in the damn thing. And it's cheap rip-off of those nice racing chairs, but it does the job pretty good. I'm not complaining. It keeps my butt from falling asleep.
It was a missed call. It was Valentine's Day, so I wasn't in the mood for conversation.
Whose call did you miss? So what were you doing on Valentine's Day?
I was at Henley Church on Valentine's Day, visiting Hannah's grave. It's the anniversary of her death. Her parents wanted a huge funeral with all the trimmings. Hannah would never have come for it. It does give me somewhere to visit. I got to write the epitaph.
That's sweet in its own way. What did the epitaph? I said that right.
Sorry, I don't know.
No, I didn't. I did not spell that right.
I was at Henley Church on Valentine's Day, visiting Hannah's grave. It's the anniversary of her death. Her parents wanted a huge funeral with all the trimmings. Hannah would never have come for it. It does give me somewhere to visit. I got to write the epitaph. We walk alone without our angel.
Oh, that's so sad. That's sweet in a very fucked up way, man. 2 seconds. Each knee. After I share this, because that's a pretty cool thing. The Geos reference.
I'm not religious, but when I wrote Hannah's epitaph, I knew her parents would want some acknowledgement of the great bearded one. But she was an angel to me. She was an angel to everyone. We walk alone.
We'll come back to that one.
I left Henley Church about 11 o'clock on Valentine's Day. I was talking to an archaeologist who said it uncovered some fossils resembling a strange cephalopod-like creature. Strange place to find an octopus, really. What? Do you think I've got something to do with Dr. Dekker's murder? Maybe you should ask your assistant who Dekker saw that day. I've kept almost all of her stuff as she left it. It's just the clothes. I decided to burn those yesterday, so here I am. Hannah loved clothes. Every season, she'd donate her entire wardrobe to some charity or another, and only buy stuff she loved. I was left with winter. I don't even know what her favourite season was. Does it matter? What's your favourite season, Doctor?
And my TV went out. You really feel like you are walking alone. I hope. Walking. Fire.
There's more than one question there, Doctor. Do you want to try again?
I'm sorry, I had to make a Twin Peaks reference. I'm very excited that that show is back on the air. Do you really feel like you're walking alone?
I've been alone since Hannah. I can't imagine anyone ever replacing her. Not that I've looked. Do you think I should look for someone else?
Yes, I think you should look for someone else. It might help you move.
Okay, fine. I'll try. I'm not really sure what I'm looking for, though. Just sign up to Tinder and start swiping. Maybe it's just company I'm missing. Although I don't really want any.
It might help, Nathan. Okay. Alright, 2 seconds. 2 seconds, game. 2 seconds. It's starting to get warm again. That's the one downside of summer in Mississippi. Even though it ain't quite summer yet, it's still technically spring, I suppose. Although it's really been summer since... Sorry, I blanked on my months. December. It's been summer since December. I think that's why I couldn't say that, because it's depressing to think about the fact that it's been that hot in Mississippi that it's felt like it's been summer since motherfucking December. Tell me about you.
She's dead. Thanks for bringing that up.
How did your mother die?
She stopped breathing. I don't know. I was 6.
Oh,
Something to do with her lungs.
6 is pretty young to know something like that, and why would it ask me to ask you that? How did your mother even come up in this conversation? Like, we weren't even talking about his mother. Do you have other family?
Can't help you. Sorry.
Interesting. 42 fucking seconds, right. Right. As my glasses fall down my nose. That question was completely out of left field. I really don't like it when it does that to me. It's like, where in this line of questioning would that have come up?
Hello again, Doctor. I had a bit of a shaky loop incident, but let's not talk about it. Yesterday, I set fire to Hannah's clothes in the garden. I just wanted the day to move forward. I instantly regretted it. And lo and behold, here we are, a new day. Hannah's clothes are a pile of ashes.
I remember this shaky. Oop. It's not gonna let me say that, huh? Hey, were you talking to the art? Oh no. That is a word I really hate. Because it makes no sense to my brain. You can see, as I'm looking at type it, my brain is not allowing me. Never mind the fact I play a lot of Call of Cthulhu, so this is a word that comes up a lot.
She was interesting. Maybe I misread. Maybe she was just being kind. I suppose most women wouldn't enjoy me talking about my dead ex for hours.
Okay, so you were talking to the archaeologist about your dead girlfriend. Got you. That is probably something that she probably did not enjoy.
Hello again, Doctor. I had a bit of a shaky loop incident, but let's not talk about it.
I remember the shaky loop. Okay, that's just not gonna. 20 seconds. We can wait. We can wait. We have achievements that we can achieve. That was a redundant statement for me. We have achievements that we can get to deal with that, so I'm not really concerned about asking too many hints. Okay, 20 seconds. What's this about a... What's this about a cephalopod?
It's a sea creature, like an octopus.
I know what the fuck it
I suppose
is,
they find
son.
dinosaur bones everywhere. Just because we're on land now doesn't mean millions of years ago this place wasn't.
I didn't mean to do that.
It's a sea creature, like an octopus. I suppose they find dinosaur bones everywhere. Just because we're on land now doesn't mean millions of years ago this place wasn't at the bottom of an ocean.
Under the sea. Under the sea. Darling, it's better down where it's wetter. Wait, that's another song. What do they got? A lot of sun. We got it. Okay, I better stop before Disney sues me.
It was a missed call. It was Valentine's Day, so I wasn't in the mood for conversation.
Someone called you on... Oh. Times. Come on, man. It's gotta be something about that fucking missed call. Was Dekker the one calling you? Seconds. 9 seconds. I'm just gonna sit here and watch his mouth move in my screen. Ethan, do you happen to like...
I think fire is very primal in terms of energy. Maybe if I burn something, my days will keep rolling. Although I'm not sure you're supposed to encourage arson in these sessions, Doctor.
I don't encourage arson, David. Hey, Nathan. I don't encourage it at all, but apparently most of you seem perfectly okay with burning shit. Except Claire, who seems very okay with not burning shit and having to die from the fumes that come from things not burning properly. On to you, Claire. I know that you did something to your parents, and I know you did something to your husband. In fact, you told me you did something. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. Right now, Nathan is a mostly sympathetic guy, although I'm not sure he hasn't killed anybody. Keeps saying that it takes something seriously traumatic to move people. He also said something very fucking fishy about Dekker. He said that he has to see the traumatic event happen to move forward, which means, by his own logic, he saw Dekker die, because if he didn't see Dekker die, it would not have had any effect on him. Although he could just be fucking nuts. Pretty sure he is, but still, like, that's something that's That's something that's bugging me. They keep saying like minor things that are very inconsistent, and it's slowly driving me nuts. So you were talking to a student, but weren't in the mood for conversation.
I meant I wasn't in the mood to talk to Dr. Dekker.
So Dekker was the one that called you. Why didn't you want to talk to Dekker, huh? Huh? Why didn't you want to talk to Dekker? Why do you think you have to burn in this thing?
Sorry, no.
You do think that, sir. 24 seconds. Okay, we can wait. We can wait. You can listen to the sound of my fan as we wait. Because it's hot. Where'd my water go? There it went. There is my agua. On the plus side, I managed to avoid the urge to drink some root beer. Yep, that's a thing I did. Proud of myself. You understood how much I dislike root beer. You understand why that makes me happy, but anyway. He told me he likes winter. Why? I guess it's just because it's a game. So, Nathan. Nate. What seasons do you like?
I like winter. Being snowed in with Hannah, just the two of us. That's paradise.
That still didn't help me answer anything of importance, game. And something I already knew without having to ask him what he liked. Because he told me he liked winter when he was talking about something else. Because I told him I like winter too. Minor nitpicks. Things that won't stop me from enjoying the game. But yeah, these are the kind of things that I bitch about when nobody's listening. And it's, unfortunately for you, the viewer, something you're gonna get to hear. Because, yeah, you're here listening to me play a video game like I would play it on my own. So I talk a lot more than I would if I was playing by myself, of course, because I'm trying to entertain. Hopefully I am entertaining. Most of this is just me rambling. I know that the more action-packed games are a lot more entertaining than me screaming because I'm in the middle of trying to jump over a platform. The middle of the air is my extreme agoraphobia. Aerophobia, whatever. Whichever the fucking fear of heights is, yeah. That stuff messes with me. Anyway. I fully expect that one day you guys just have the pleasure of hearing me flip the fuck out and throw my headphones across the room because spider on me and I fled for safety. It's gonna happen today. It's a matter of time. We have a lot of spiders in the area and you tend to get in the house because the house is, old. Charity. Didn't think about them. Did donate.
Hannah was forever giving to charity. Her things, her time, our money. I actually suggested a charity that Dr. Dekker mentioned called Mind Stretch Outreach.
Mind Stretch Outreach. Interesting. Mind Stretch Outreach. Mind Stretch. Must keep this one. Stretch. Mind Stretch. What an odd name. What an odd name.
Mindstretch Outreach arranges programs for gifted children. It's for poor, clever kids who can't afford private education. It's not much of a charity, I guess, but it certainly ends up with a lot of clever people who are thankful to the people running it. Which, in this case, is Dr. Dekker.
Okay.
Hannah was forever giving to charity. Things, her time, our money. I actually suggested a charity that Dr. Dekker mentioned called Mindstretch Outreach.
Did Anna donate to Rich Outreach? Did Anna... Oh, Dekker?
Hannah never met Dr. Dekker. She did donate to his charity once, though.
Okay, so she did donate to his charity. Have you met any of these children?
That's not really...
Okay. I get the feeling I have to ask something about that, but I'm not quite sure how to
Mindstretch
ask it.
Outreach arranges programs for gifted children. It's for poor, clever kids who can't afford private education. It's not much of a charity, I guess, but it certainly ends up with a lot of clever people who are thankful to the people running it. Which, in this case, is Dr. Dekker. Mindstretch Out...
Okay. I'm just gonna guess that Dekker told him about that, because how else would he have known about it? I'm not thinking there was really a charity, though. See, this is sounding like some Silent Hill Wish House bullshit to me. If you don't know anything about Silent Hill Wish House, then... oh boy, friends, you should go watch my Silent Hill playthroughs, or go look up Silent Hill history, because, yeah, there was a cult in Silent Hill, and they ran an orphanage that was just a front for making children into brainless servants, so to speak. There's a lot of very horrible abuse involved, and they were trying to use these children to bring God, quote-unquote, forward to cleanse the earth and make it take the faithful to paradise, because that's what religious fanatics do. Dekker, run, find, reach, to reach.
I think Dr. Dekker set up Mindstretch Outreach so that he could influence the minds of children at an early age.
That sounds about right.
Getting them to believe they could be anything they wanted to be.
I don't think that's what he was trying to do.
Since his death has been disbanded. No more minions of Dr. Dekker.
This dude is shady as fuck. Like, I don't know what Dekker was doing, but this definitely sounds cultish.
Set up Mindstretch Outreach so that he could influence the minds of children at an early age. Getting them to believe they could be anything they wanted to be. Since his death has been disbanded. No more minions of Dr. Dekker.
What happened to the children?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. 26 seconds and then we'll know. And then hopefully we'll be done. Because, yeah, I'd like to keep going, but I'd also like to go to sleep at a timely time tonight. And let's just be realistic, it's going to take me about... I'm not going to sleep for another 2 or 3 hours. But still, I'd rather not be doing this before I go to sleep. Not because I can't, because my brain wanders when I get sleepy. And I have something else I want to do before I go to sleep. Something else that doesn't involve... well, that's real. I want to play some Sims. I want to play some Sims, people. That's what this was happening. I want to play the Sims. There, I said it. I admitted the dirty secret. Think. Children. Question mark?
Felt like he was growing this child army of intelligentsia.
Okay, well we got Nathan all greened up and good to go. So I have 3 left. I have Lacey. She looks like she's gonna be a fun one. Lynn. I think it's how you say her name. She's looking interesting. Mariana. Who's fond of sundresses. Who's very fond of the sundress. Anyway, we will exit out of this and see how far we've come. Okay, so we've gotten 115 out of 251 answers. We've made 617 searches, 50% progress through the chat. Actually, you'd think I would have more. So somebody's got more to say than it looks like they're gonna have to say. 29 progress overall. I've used 121 hints. Again, out of 617 searches made, that's not that bad. It's not that bad. So yeah. We will be picking this up again. I don't know when, possibly tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. I have spent a decent amount of time playing Overwatch as well, so that's probably gonna get streamed at some point too. And again, I might do artwork tomorrow. We don't know. We'll see. We'll see what we want to do. Okay. Anyway, you guys have a good one. Remember, if you're interested in what I've been doing, follow me on Twitch. I really should change my Twitch name, shouldn't I? Maybe one day. But it's the same as my YouTube name, so I guess I'll leave it alone. And if you want to see the video, check out my YouTube channel, because I have all of the old videos, including some that I did not remember to upload to Twitch yet, like my playthrough of Berserk and the Band of the Hawk here, as well as there's stuff on Twitch that I won't put up because like I don't put up my artwork streams on Twitch. I mean on Twitch, on YouTube. I'm rambling again. I really shouldn't do these without like planning out what I want to say. But anyway, if you like what you've seen, follow me on Twitch. Go to my YouTube channel, Nico13, Roman numerals, because I was in high school / college, and yeah, I thought I was cool. Anyway, same channel name. In fact, the link's on my Twitch channel. Go there, like and subscribe if you want to see the old videos that aren't up here anymore. So yeah, remember to save often. You'll live longer. Peace.